Okay, our next up, we want to take a look at our next enhancement. And we want to look under the area of reporting. So the first thing we looked at was things under general. This is under the area of reporting. We back in 2022 R1, we made an enhancement to the station offset and station base reports, where we allowed them to report on 3D elements and survey chains. In previous versions, these reports, you had to be geometry. You couldn't, it wouldn't report, for example, elevations off of 3D elements or survey chains. So we removed that limitation in 2022 R1, so you can report on anything. All right, let's take a look at the next one. Now again, you obviously, we were forcing users to have to do a lot of manual calculations there. Now, what we've done in 2023 is something that we've wanted to do for a while, and that is we have combined the station offset and station base reports into a single report. And while we were there, we added some additional functionality. Now, I don't know if you guys have used those two reports, but they can be confusing. Station base, station offset, they're very, very similar. I think the only thing really different was how the interval was calculated, whether it was calculated off the baseline element or the offset element. So what we decided to do was say, you know what, let's just put them together. Let's just create one report. Give them the options to do whatever they need, and while we're there, let's add some additional functionality, such as cardinal points, station ranges, event points, interval along, and offset. So let's kind of take a look at how this works here. I think we've got a video. So I've got a couple of elements there, and I'm going to go do a station offset base report. So this is the new report, the new combined report in 2023. And you can see that we've added a lot of new functionality. You've got station, beginning, ending station up the top. You can do cardinal points along the baseline element. You can do cardinal points, both horizontal and vertical, along the offset element. You can do event points if you want to. You can do interval along the baseline, along the offset, or along both if you want to. And then you can do an offset from the offset element if you want. So again, just a couple really nice enhancements here that we've made. Now I'm going to go ahead and identify the two baselines here that I want to use here. We added one more enhancement that you'll see here in just a second. I'm going to give the beginning and ending station ranges that I want to run my report to. And once I do that, you'll get these kind of these graphics that show up, these transient graphics that are showing you before you accept it where your actual locations are going to be. So you can see those kind of blue greenish lines there. You can see I'm picking up every 50 feet along the baseline, and then you can see I'm picking up the cardinal points along the offset element as well. So it just kind of gives you a look up front in what you're going to see. And of course, it generates the reports just as it has generated them in the past. So a nice little enhancement there to the station offset and base report. Another thing that we did under reporting in the 2022 R2 release is we provided a new report that documents the civil XML schemas. Now, why did we do this? Well, the problem or the pain was we had a lot of users out there that wanted to do their own development work, either through the SDK or they wanted to create their own reports. And there was really no structured documentation of the schemas, which made it difficult for them sometimes to figure out what was going on. Now, using this report in conjunction with the XSD files that we delivered, kind of explains the schema. It tells them what information is required, what information is optional. So it's all documented for anyone that wants to do their own development work. Another thing that we changed or enhanced in 2023 is we've added the ability now to open the report browser directly. Now, anybody that's used the products for a while knows kind of the problem and the pain here was that if you just wanted to open Report Browser to look at something, for example, you had an XML file that you had previously saved, you had to actually select an element and then generate a report just to open the browser. And obviously, those would be unnecessary steps. And so now, if you just want to open Report Browser directly to review some previously created files, it's much, much easier now to do that. Another thing that we changed here is, and this is kind of behind the scenes, but we updated the controller for the report browser to Microsoft Edge WebView 2, and this is in 2023. Now, whether you knew it or not, the old report browser technology, when you kicked off the report browser, you were actually using Internet Explorer as the controller. And that, of course, as I'm sure most of you know, is no longer supported by Microsoft. And so they've been encouraging all software companies that use IE for anything to kind of, get that updated, get that replaced. And so we've done that in 2023. The WebView 2 technology, which is based on the Edge browser, is now the controller for our report browser, and that eliminates any potential security risk affiliated or associated with that old browser. Now, you're not going to see a whole lot of difference, to be quite honest. The right-click options are a little bit different. You've got full dark mode integration. I think the print preview comes up automatically, as opposed to having to do it as another option or toggle. So it's going to be pretty minor. Again, this is more just getting rid of old technology, replacing it with Microsoft's updated technology, and eliminating any potential security concerns. Okay.